What are they doing?
I don't know. There's no telling. Probably trying to figure out that squirrel problem.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I told Kyle we needed to call a professional, but he insists on taking care of it himself. What is it with guys like they don't want to ask for help at all? Does Ken know anything about getting rid of squirrels?
No. What are you doing
is
with
that?
that?
Honey, we're making a squirrel trap.
With PCP pipe?
PVC pipe.
Huh?
We're not making drugs in the garage. I don't want the squirrels to be hurt.
We're not gonna do that. We would never do that.
They just slide through the pipe and then where they
So
go?
they smell the squirrel jelly because it smells awesome for squirrels. They get stuck right
head
here
in the squirrel jelly.
You ever seen a squirrel pipe before?
No, never.
You can't say that anymore.
You have now.
Right?
Good luck.
You just wait. I was sure this pipe was gonna fix our squirrel problems. I mean, between Ken and I, you know, you're looking at professionals.
Seriously?
We got this. Beats cake.
Okay, love.
What was that?
I was doing this. Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't look too bad. I think it looks fine. But thanks for helping, dude.
You got it.
Hey.
How we doing?
We're great. I'm great. I'm so happy that you got to be here today. It was about a year ago I got to talk to you, Kelly, and now we're back, now with you, Kyle. So excited for season 3 of I Love Kellie Pickler.
Yeah.
My takeaway from this series is that you all are having a blast. Is that the case?
Never a dull moment.
Right?
We
Never
always
a dull
have
moment.
a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so take us through what we can expect this season. I know at one point you go on a USO tour,
Yes.
correct? So what was that like?
Amazing.
Oh, always
Incredible.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get to shine a light on our servicemen and women serving all around the world and their families and
Yep. And we got to do
take
it over
home to
Christmas.
them. Yeah.
We got to do it over Christmas in Iraq. Which
Oh
was
wow!
awesome.
Yeah, was that wasn't your first time in Iraq, or was it? Or
No.
Yeah.
11 tours.
You've been on 11
Yeah.
tours. I've been on 9.
None. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what's that connection like with a lot of our service members? I mean, they really seem to gravitate towards your music and your personalities and just being there. I'm sure it's just really lovely for them.
Yeah. It is truly one of the most beautiful blessings we've been a part of, I'd say.
Yeah, I would also say it's our favorite thing on the planet to do. Just
Every year we're planning a holiday tour.
yeah.
So
It's like for us, it's the best way to spend Christmas.
yeah,
That's
definitely.
That's great. I want to talk about Christmas later because I know you're going on a Christmas tour this year.
Yes.
But before that, another thing that happens this season is that you're writing a song for your grandmother.
Yes.
And you're in the studio alongside, of
Yeah.
course. So talk a little bit about that process and what we can expect.
Well, you want me to start this one
Kick
off?
us off, baby.
This one's a little tricky because it's pretty emotional for
Yeah.
us. But, so I was writing with our good buddy, Brian Bunn, and he came up with the idea of If It Wasn't for a Woman. And so we started, kind of trying to write this song from a man's perspective. And it just happened to be the day.
So like your wife or significant other.
What?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
you
yeah,
were, It wasn't
absolutely.
for a woman.
Yeah,
You know,
if
we're
it- yeah,
writing a whole
exactly.
different song, and then I walked in the room and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, so we had just barely started it, and Kelly came in from a long day, and it was a hard day for her because it was the anniversary of her grandma's death. And so she came in, and she heard kind of the melody that we were doing, and she started singing, and all of a sudden, it was like your grandma said, no.
I think Grandma pretty much wrote the song.
Yeah, she said, you're writing this song about me, and that's just what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the woman that raised me. She was the woman that I called mom.
Yeah.
And so this song is very special, and the fact that we get to write together and Kyle produces me and whatnot, it was beautiful to see the song come to life. I don't know
It turned out to be
what
real
to say.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see the behind the scenes. I know the fans would like to see the behind the scenes of the process of that. And that's
Yeah.
what this show is really about. I mean, can you talk about the process and how you go about filming this? Because, I mean, you have cameras around and, how real is it sort of thing? You hear all these sorts of things on reality shows, but when I watch the show, I think, okay, this seems legit.
Yeah. I mean, luckily, the people that we work with are so wonderful. The production company, 51 Minds, they're incredible.
Unbelievable.
I mean, we'll shoot all day, and then everybody hangs out afterwards for a nightcap and catch up and whatnot.
That's
so,
when you know you're working with
yeah,
good people.
when you
If
clock
still wanna
out
hang
and you
with them.
still want to, I don't know, enjoy each other's company, that's
Yeah.
a good thing. Good
Yep.
problem to have. So
Yeah.
We have fun.
Yeah, again, how we started this interview off.
Yeah.
Well, we had the first 2 seasons. Now we have the 3rd season. I know I highlighted some of the things we'll see. What else can you tease that we can see this season?
We've done a bunch
Well,
of
let's
fun
see.
stuff.
So we have USO. We have we're bucket list people.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We went to Alaska,
We did.
which was amazing.
It was incredible. It was
We
unbelievable.
have fun little excursions we go on there.
Oh, yeah. Anybody here been to Alaska at all? Yeah?
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
Isn't it
It's like a
crazy?
postcard everywhere you look.
Everywhere you look. Right?
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Did you do like the sea kayaking and dog sledding and all that stuff? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kyle,
You're-
you
What?
thought you saw a whale.
No, I saw a whale.
Yeah, he screamed
Well,
out
you
the back
can't
like,
miss
ah!
it. If you see a whale, it's
And I'm
like,
like,
that's a whale.
no.
Uh-huh.
You did.
Yeah.
The camera, we didn't capture that moment, but
right
Kyle
here.
saw a whale.
It's right here.
You have the memory.
Absolutely.
So we go to Alaska. Anywhere else?
Let's see, where else do we go?
We did hit a river.
Iraq.
Well, there's Iraq.
Yeah,
we did that.
there's that. Let's see, I don't know. Oh no.
Yeah. You want to talk about that?
Okay,
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
I have a question for y'all. So, anybody heard of noodling?
Yeah, it's not pasta.
You're like,
You've heard of
not
noodling?
noodles, not like spaghetti, but like noodling, like fishing, noodling. Have y'all done that before? Don't ever do it. It's
No,
a
actually.
horrible experience.
No, it's great. It's great. It's a lot of fun. So all you have to
No.
do is you just go to this kind of creepy river and put your hand in a creepy hole and wait.
And
for
let a
this.
fish bite you, and then you have to pull it out by
Yeah,
its
and
mouth.
then you have to yank
Yeah.
the fish out, and the
So
fish
we
is like
went
30
noodling.
pounds.
We conquered fears this season.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So
Catfish freak me out. They make me uncomfortable. I don't know. They're just weird looking creatures, and I face my fears this season for
They
sure.
make for good dinner.
is there something that you wouldn't do that you're like, okay, someone, a producer approached you about something, you're like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I don't know. We pretty much do anything. The fact
the
that you went
noodling
noodling
thing,
was pretty amazing.
I was literally in the car on the way there, and I'm like, not gonna do it. I'm texting the producers of the show. I'm like, it ain't happening. I'm not getting in there. I'm not getting in that water. It ain't gonna happen. And I got some liquid courage, and it happened.
All right.
To be honest,
It
yeah.
definitely happened.
It happens to the best of us.
That's one of my favorite episodes because you were freaking out.
And your friends from Minnesota that you
Oh, yeah.
went to school with were there.
She always makes fun of me because I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Nah. We don't have
He
to
has
do
a
that.
funny accent.
Really? You're the
You
one
don't
with
really
the accent.
have an accent anymore, actually. But.
I can.
It's really funny. So, okay, so we're seeing a lot of, you're everywhere this season. Talk a little bit about the dynamic between the two of you, just seeing you on stage and how you get along and you bicker a little bit. I feel like that's part of the fun of the show.
Yeah.
We just do everything we can just to be real.
Yeah.
And we love laughing through life. We love to do that, and that's what we do, and that's what our show is. Our show is love and laughter, and there's always drama, there's always stresses in life, there's always this and always that, and I think if especially with your significant other, if you can laugh at a lot of it and laugh through it, then you're in a good spot.
And we've been so blessed to be able to just shine a light on things that we're passionate about, things that matter, like the USO, and we get to shine a light on the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, doing the marathon this year in Nashville. And
nice.
I don't know, we get to shine a light on things that we love and that we're passionate about and things that matter.
And we get to do it
so
together.
blessed, yeah.
You guys are too cute right now. But you also have the connection of music too.
Yes.
And I loved how you talked about how you collaborated on the song for your grandmother. How does that work on a day-to-day when you're writing music or you're writing music and you're like, oh, I have this song that would be great for Kelly or this is great for someone else? Because you've written for quite a few artists through the years.
Yeah, it's just, that's just our life, I think one of the favorite things that we do together is write music. It's one of the
the
most...
day we met, we started writing the very next day, right?
we say it was love at first write.
For some of us who don't know how you met, can you take us back?
Sure. Go ahead, baby.
Back to Nashville, Tennessee, in a bar
Uh-huh.
at the old tin roof on Demumber.
You can actually find love in a bar.
Yeah.
It actually happens.
We didn't. No, we met through mutual friends that are songwriters as well, and it just, I don't know. We met and started writing the next day, and
Yeah. When we were writing the song, she just could not stop staring at me, you know. I mean, I think it's pretty clear who married up here, you know.
A little distracted. So, all right. Well, I want to go back to the show, but before I do, I know you have a new show coming out this fall. It's a lifestyle show.
Yes.
With none other than Faith Hill, rather.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's this all about, and what can we expect?
well, it's a lifestyle show. We get to shine a light on small businesses, entrepreneurs, people with great ideas, and help their products come to life, and just shine a light on talent. So we're excited about it.
So how is it going to work? Are you going to be hosting it and doing interviews? Do you know some of the minutia of that?
Yeah, so I'm co-hosting with Ben Aaron,
Okay.
who is amazing. He's so wonderful, funny, never a dull moment, always a good time. And we get to shine a light on businesses, people with great ideas, and just, like I said, help their products come to life. And so everything's shoppable. We're partnered with the Home Shopping Network, so everything's viable.
Very neat. Okay, so a lot of us got to know you, of course, for the first time on American Idol, and now American Idol is coming back in a new form. What do you think about that?
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great.
We just saw Ryan this morning, and we were talking about the whole Idol, coming back, and ABC, and it's wonderful. So exciting.
I think it's incredible.
Yeah? Why so?
Awesome. Well, in my life, I'll just be honest. American Idol changed my life.
Yeah.
It did.
Changed both of ours.
Yeah, if it wasn't for American Idol, I probably would have never met you.
Maybe.
Right. Yeah. And so we know at least Katy Perry's going to be one of the judges.
They haven't announced the other two judges, though, no?
No, I don't think so. There's been a lot of rumors.
I know. People keep asking me. I'm like, I don't know. They don't tell me anything. I don't know.
Just because you're on American Idol at one point doesn't mean you know anything about the show or whatever. But maybe you'll come back in some way, shape, or form.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I'd love
It's
to.
quite possible.
Yeah. So when you were on that show, you auditioned with, I believe it was Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone. Did you audition with that song?
I did, yeah. They asked me to sing a pop song. I actually sang in my audition, I don't know if this part aired, but it was The Sweetest Thing, Juice Newton.
Yeah.
Sweetest
Thing. Yeah. And you sang that, and then...
I sang that, and they said, could you sing a pop song?
Okay.
And I went, Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, and I knew the chorus, and so I sang that, and it worked, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you didn't win that season, but you were able to create such a successful career. What is it about you that drives you to succeed, or what do you owe your success?
I work hard and surround myself by people that I want to be like. Mm-hmm. I think the company you keep is so important. It's hard to not become a product of your environment, so be mindful of the people that you hold close. You love everybody. Some people we gotta love from a distance, and that's all right. But the people you love close need to be people that you aspire to be like. And I've just been blessed to surround myself by good company, strong women and men, and just people that love me enough to tell me when I'm wrong. It's like we all need to be, told, oh, good job. But I think it's more important to be told when you're wrong. And so the people around me are quick to call me
I love it.
out on whatever it is. And I don't know, just working hard. And
Even though sometimes it's kind of scary.
So what do you love about the other person, and what's your pet peeve about your significant other, each of you?
You trying to get me in trouble?
Yeah.
You go first.
okay, so what do you
love about yes.
Oh my gosh, so many things. I think I did love so many things. No, your grace, and I don't know, your heart, your grace, and how kind you are to people.
Well,
everyone.
thanks.
Like when you just step back and you see that significant other, how they treat people that they pass on the sidewalk or whatever. Just how kind you are to people. Genuine.
That's really nice.
Okay, you don't have to say anything bad about me now. That's cool. I'll go on the good stuff, and I can go for hours and hours. But I think one thing that amazes me about you is you grew up in a tiny little town in North Carolina, and it doesn't matter where you are in this world. You can walk into any room and light up the entire room. You do. You light up the entire room. Yeah, even in the house.
This is like the feel-good show. Thanks. Keep going.
That's really sweet.
Everywhere you go. And also, you are one of the strongest women I've ever met in my life, and you are truly a conqueror.
Wow. Well, that's sweet. I don't think I can go to the pet peeves now. We're just going to ruin that moment. You killed it. He's like, okay. So, Kelly, are you working on any new music aside from the song that we heard in some of the previews?
We are. We are writing and looking forward to getting back in the studio soon.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Okay. So anything that you can tell us about the album, what it would sound like, any influences or inspirations?
Inspirations, I'm inspired by people I meet, whether it's on an airplane or, just passing in the hallway. I don't know. I'm inspired by life, and country music is all about putting life in the form of a song. It's storytelling, and so the next record will be stories and whatnot, inspired by life experiences, whether it's my own or people that I've met. So
That's the great thing about country music, is that it is a format to where you can, tell real stories and sing about real life. Whether it's sad stories or happy stories or drinking stories or whatever it is, you have the availability to be able to do that. And so I would say this next record is going to be as real as it can possibly be.
yeah, I think you just really write from whatever place you are in your life at that time. When I started making music at 19 and green after Idol, I was writing from that 19-year-old perspective and what I had experienced in my life up until that point. And you fast forward, life has its ups and its downs, and you live and you learn, and where we are in our lives now it's a different place than what we were then. Yeah.
So you feel like you've definitely grown since that 19-year-old. And in what ways do you think?
So many ways. I think that, obviously when you're that young and you're doing a show like Idol, I went from Sonic Drive-In. I was roller skating burgers out at Sonic, and then all of a sudden you're on the #1 show in the world. And people that absolutely had no idea who you were, they weren't interested, all of a sudden they are. And so your whole life, everything changes. And you're so green. It was the first time I'd ever been on an airplane. I'd been anywhere.
Remember when you were looking for the gate?
Yeah, I was looking for a gate at the airport, like a real gate, like a picket fence. Yeah. And the TSA lady, she goes, honey, she goes, can I help you? I said, I'm trying to find this gate. I don't see any gates. I was like Alice in Wonderland, lost, clueless, and whatnot. But I don't know. I feel like I've grown in many ways and for the better. And certain things you worry about when you're younger, you don't worry about when you're older. Different things take precedent over others. And I don't know. Your priorities change. Everything changes.
I love the gate story. That cracks me up. Who are you listening to and liking today in country music?
Oh, well.
Well, my grandma raised me, so I grew up on very traditional country music. Dolly, Patsy, Loretta, Tammy Wynette, Kitty Wells. As far as now, there's so many great artists. I love Carrie, love Miranda, Casey. We have so many strong female women in our format, and men. So
I've been listening to...
And Lee Bryce.
To Lee
We've
Bryce
been listening to a lot of
constantly.
Lee Bryce because you produce Lee. And
Yeah, so we just pretty much are done with, I think we're done with the record.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
It's taken a long time.
But it's amazing.
We're really proud
It's
of it.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's awesome that you get to kind of see this before it comes out because he's producing it.
Yeah,
Normally
it's funny.
you
I
wouldn't be able
literally
to.
sit in our driveway and I'm in the truck and I'm listening to Lee's record and I'm like, oh my gosh, this song. Like, I remember the last album you were producing with him. There's a song on there called I Drive Your Truck, and it's so, oh my gosh, it's such a powerful song. And I remember sitting in the driveway, you played it for me, and I went, if he does not record this song, if this is not on the album, then, you know, he's a fool. But it was great. It was a hit, and
Yep.
it was good.
The rest is
I
history.
get to hear all these great songs that you work on, so.
So season 3 premieres this week, I believe, Thursday.
Thursday.
Very exciting.
Thursday, 11:10 Central on CMT.
See that?
And
Been trained.
you've been trained, you've been schooled. And later this year, you'll be on a Christmas tour, right?
Yes, with Phil Vassar. Yes.
Very exciting.
We're
Okay.
so excited about it.
And we have some new music coming out from you. So many exciting things. I would love to get some questions from the audience before I let you two go.
bet.
Yeah.
So,
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Look, he's like,
Come on. What's your name?
do your limbo.
My name is
there.
Adam. I was
Adam.
actually raised down the street on Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North
You
Carolina.
were?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my gosh.
Peep this. Sierra McCall.
Oh my gosh.
So I will be like marrying her sister Channing, who you
Oh,
probably
you
know
are?
too.
Is that right?
So what I wanted to find out is, because I remember Sierra was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to hang out with my friend from the past, and thank you for not forgetting people after fame. And because, yeah, life is
And
wild.
she's so wonderful.
Sweetheart.
We cheered together. We
Yeah.
went to elementary school and high
Everything.
school together. She was my base. She never let me hit the ground. She always caught me.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
She was panicking because you guys were about to hang out again for the first time in a while, and we were going to different malls shopping and everything. And I was just sitting here wondering, well, my real question is, when it comes to your passion in songwriting with your husband, because songwriting is a passion of mine.
Oh, cool.
What do you use? Do you use everything in the world from your own perspective, and do you use other people's like perspectives on their lives and their stories and everything, including into the songwriting?
Yeah, I think there's a way that you can marry the truth all together. You know, everybody has a story. You know, we don't choose the place the day that we're born. We're just brought into the world, and it's like, all right, here we are, and fend for yourself and work hard and whatnot.
That's true.
But I think there's a way you can marry everybody's story together and put it in the form of a song and shine a light on that truth, you know?
And I would say one thing I've noticed in my career is I've been doing it professionally for 12 years now, 12-ish, something like that. I've written about 1,600 songs, and that sounds like a lie, but it's not. It's just, as a songwriter, you're just kind of plowing through it, and so you're always trying to find, you know, this great new idea, this thing that you haven't written already 10 times. And I would just say that my favorite songs, and I feel like the ones that resonate with the world, or, you know, whoever's listening to them, are the ones that are the most real. So what you need to do, and what I have to do constantly, is look inside my heart, look inside my soul, and look inside my mind, and say to myself, what is real to me, and what do I want to sing about? What would I want to sing about? What would I really be proud to sing about? And to write and to say, I wrote that because it's real. Do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great
Definitely.
advice.
Hello, thank
Hi,
you for
Darren.
being
Hey.
here. So, what have you learned from you? What have you learned from each of you from making this TV show compared to your personal life, like compared to when y'all first met? And what special advice would you give to future couples?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what we've learned doing this show and working together, I mean, we've learned so much about each other, I guess. I don't know, we get to shine a light on things that we love and that we're passionate about, and we document these sweet, beautiful memories and moments that we make together, not only with ourselves, but with our friends, our best friends that we consider to be family. we look forward to down the road looking back at these videos and these memories we've been able to document, and just going, oh my gosh, remember when we went skydiving with the Golden Knights? And, you know, CMT captured these beautiful moments.
It's like a video
that
scrapbook.
we get to share and look back on down the road. Advice that we would give to other couples. You know, I think it's just be sweet, be kind. Life is so short, and it is so important that we make the best of every moment and we enjoy this life that we share together. Be kind, love your neighbor, love everybody, you know, just be sweet and
and also just be you. Be you and figure out you if you don't know what you is yet.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
It's easier to be yourself than to try to be something you're not.
Exactly, because you'll end up going down the road and you'll be like, who the hell am I? You know? Be you, and the love of your life. The love of your life will come around, and you're going to know when it's right because you already know who you are. And so you'll be able to figure that out pretty quickly. That's what happened.
And I think, too, just when finding another, you know, a significant other, you know, you for myself, I will say, I feel like I was more drawn to Kyle because he made me a better person. You know, it's like you surround yourself by the people you want to be like. And when you share a life with somebody, it's like I look at Kyle and I go, okay, my weak moments, my greatest weaknesses, I guess you could say, are your strengths. You know, where I lack certain qualities, you make up for and encourage me to be better. So
That's very sweet.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And when it's right, there's balance. That's when it's right.
And you know right from wrong.
Yeah,
we know the difference. There's right and there's wrong. And
Absolutely.
you know when you're in a good spot and when you're in a not so good spot. And, well,
Some great takeaways there. Great question.
So, yeah.
We have one last question out here, too.
Hi.
What's your name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
That was beautiful. And I have an online question from Jeremy, and he wants to know.
Jeremy Chua?
From Singapore?
From Singapore?
Okay, so you know him.
We know Jeremy very
Hello,
well.
Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. What's up, buddy?
Well, he wants to know, having been in this industry for over 10 years now, what's one piece of advice you have for a student headed to Nashville this spring for college?
Yeah, he's going to Belmont.
Yeah, we know exactly where he's going.
Hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Wanting to work in the business side of the country music industry.
What advice to give him working on the business side of the country music industry?
Yes.
I feel like I'm redundant in saying company you keep. I really think that plays a big part in everything. Just surrounding yourself by people you want to be like. Be in good company. It's like if you're even musically, as far as playing, writing, whether you're wanting to audition or try out for the Titans or the Predators, whatever, you play with the best people and train with the best. And
Jeremy, are you watching right now?
yes, he is. What time is it in Singapore? Like,
is it like
2
3
a.m., 3 a.m.?
What is it? You should be in bed right
We have to go to Singapore.
Yeah. I know you're a very smart person. We've met you before in Australia, which is crazy.
Yeah. We were in Australia,
yes,
and
we
you
were.
flew from Singapore to Australia.
Yeah, which was pretty nuts, but cool at the same time.
Overnight, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. So anyway, Jeremy, what I would say is just to add to what Kelly said, surround yourself with people who are better than you. Do that.
Yeah, great
In
people.
all the
good
way
company,
around,
and
all the way around. Yeah, just business-wise.
Just come on, move in with us.
Wait, what?
I know, I'm like the open door. Everybody
Jeremy.
comes and stays with us.
You
I
can come
adopt
hang out.
everyone.
All right.
And
Love you, Jeremy.
we look forward to seeing you in Nashville.
Yes, we do.
One takeaway is that clearly you have obsessed and interested fans. So, but thank you so much for coming by today. Thank you for your great questions. I Love Kellie Pickler premieres this Thursday, 10 p.m., 11 p.m.
You got
One
it
of those
down,
times.
baby,
Come on.
right?
11:10 Central.
Exactly, on CMT. Give it up one more time.
Thank you, guys.